chips. If only the universe.
No. Isn't it? Oh,
No,
yeah,
it's
right.
eggs knocking on the door of my heart. Answer the door, sweetie, and make me a jelly omelet.
Abracadabra, your jelly omelet.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we are starting. Pero let me tell you,
we're coming back.
episode 353.
Yes, sir. Yes, we're back together.
We're back together.
The band is back together.
The band is back together.
Yes.
The dynamic trio is back together, and Junior Cam is there.
Yes.
By the way, shout out to Junior. Always shout out to Junior.
Yes.
Always shout out to Junior. But can we please see his shirt?
Oh yeah, for
T-Boz.
sure.
T-Boz. It's a Gen X and millennials dream.
Yes.
Gen X, older millennial
yeah.
dream.
Yeah.
So
also it's Cross Colors, which if anyone remembers that brand,
That sounds
it
familiar.
was a 80s, 90s street clothing brand that just super legendary. And I got this episode. Wow, this shirt from a closing sale at Urban Outfitters when they relaunched the Cross Colors. So
there you go.
Damn,
vintagey there.
What's your favorite TLC song?
What is my favorite TLC song? It's not Waterfalls.
No.
Great song,
No.
but it's not my favorite because it is the most popular one.
No.
I don't know. I kind of like Ain't Too Proud to Beg.
Yeah, taking it back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Remember the name of the first album?
Ooh, on the TLC tip.
Yeah. How about you, Junior?
God, I'm just boring. I'm super commercial with it. Cause Ain't Too Proud to Beg slaps, but I don't know. I think Waterfalls does something to me.
That's a good message.
It
it's a good
does
song.
something, yeah, so.
And Lisa's rap, which is not on the album version, is one of the best.
Yeah.
I love Red Light Special.
That is such a good song.
That song is sexy.
That song is sexy as fuck. Like you put those first chords that
song
your
that
baby
song is
making
great.
that night.
I remember being really young when that song came out, and I'm like,
be like, things are happening.
I don't know what was happening, but
things were happening.
And I love No Scrubs.
That is a good
And
song.
you know what makes me feel like super old? I remember watching TRL and Carson Daly saying No Scrubs, Summer Song of 99.
And it was.
That's such a good song.
That is such a good song. That's
So much
fun
that
song.
it got a response.
That's true.
I don't want no pigeons.
That's true. That's true. It was a good year for foul.
I don't know. And when somebody is talking about the passenger side, I can't hear that without saying, of my best friend's ride,
yeah.
trying to holler at me.
Yeah. And if somebody says no, it's like, I don't want no scrubs. Like, you just have to follow it. There's just certain things, all right, that when people say it, you've got to keep it going. It's kind of the law of pop culture.
That's like, okay, when somebody says stop.
Collaborate and listen.
Okay, stop.
Collaborate and listen.
I know, hammer time.
Okay. All right. But see, that's where the road diverges in the woods. You know? Yeah.
No, because I think if you're older and somebody says stop, they're going to say
In the name of love. Okay. All right.
Or
Fair
stop.
Don't go breaking my heart. Wait, no.
You're missing a really obvious one, especially you. Stop.
For Brittany?
No.
Oh, stop.
Right now.
Oh, thank you very much.
I need somebody
Yes.
with a human
But that's if you're in Europe.
touch.
That's if you're in Europe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
'cause-
if I ask you this question in London,
I would know.
stop is
I would.
Stop by the Spice
Because
Girls.
it was
not-
a bigger single abroad than here.
Okay.
Yes.
No, but me is Stop Hammer Time. Actually, we
had
talked
this
about this
conversation,
a couple of episodes ago. Whenever I see a stop sign, I'm like, Hammer Time.
It'd be great if you just bust out with a hammer and just go up to it every time.
I'm like, you had to be there.
It had to be there. I don't know what today's generation, I know I'm sounding like an 80-year-old man. Like if we said stop to them, what would they say?
No, they're into
There's no-
Skibbity Toilet.
Yeah, there's no stop songs anymore.
There's no stop songs.
No.
Sabrina Carpenter, the kids.
Sabrina, make a stop song.
Make a song about stopping.
Yes. I could see her doing it actually.
And he'll be really like, I don't know, like
She'd be like, yeah, she'd be like, stop and don't yield to my love. You know? Yeah.
just go and don't stop.
Take the green light all the way, you know? Yeah.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter, you've got, there, we started it off for you. We're just handing it off.
As I drink my water in my Café La Llave mug. Because we love Café La Llave here at Pero Let Me Tell You.
We do. It's
So that was a good one.
that was a good one. Yeah. See, we haven't, just because we weren't together for 2 weeks, we haven't lost it.
Yeah, well, I mean, if TRL was still around, Sabrina Carpenter would have been on TRL.
Oh,
Sabrina Carpenter would have been on TRL like when she was
right on Girl Meets World.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she would have been like a TRL All-Star.
Yeah,
Yeah. 100%.
Espresso would have been retired from
Oh, long time ago.
TRL.
Yeah.
Entonces esta loca, what's her name? Chapo Roan.
I don't think of her as una loca.
Would have been there, you know, she would have gone dressed up as a candelabra or something and been like, oh, Carson, I'm like over these people in like, what was it on? I was saying Overtown, these people in Times Square.
Chapel, why are you over Overtown?
Why are there so many people in Times Square?
You know what? I don't see her as being that problematic. Like, I don't see her as having issues with things.
No, well, you know. No?
I don't know. I don't think she would have issues with like Times Square.
The commercialization of it all?
Maybe. But you know what? She wouldn't top anything that Gaga would say. You know what? We missed out on a lot of Gaga on TRL. Can you imagine what that would have been like?
Yeah, I would have imagined. So I'm glad TRL didn't exist during the Little Monster era.
Think about that for a minute.
Because, you know, Little Monsters, don't come at me, but your mother talks a lot of crap, you know.
She would have been like, you know, Carson, I came up here. I actually meandered through the village and I felt Lee Bowery himself just emanating through my pores. And then I stopped and I had a falafel and I thought, why is it falafel? Because I don't feel awful when I have it. And then I wrote a song about it.
She has a song in German that I kind of like. Me fracture company. No, it's
No, I want you to sing it.
It's actually company. Yeah. Do you know what song I'm talking? She has a song in German.
I don't, but I want to hear it.
Yes, it's on her album.
I'm sure it is.
Lady Gaga has a song in German.
Mayhem? No,
it's older.
Okay.
I want to say it's on Born This Way because I don't have her albums. I have only songs of hers that I like, which is
also
like 4 or 5.
Visually, that album is giving me German vibes.
Okay, dude, don't you know the German song Lady Gaga? Lady Gaga has a song that's in German.
I'm not doubting it, and I am not surprised. I just don't know it. Oh, see, Junior's looking it up.
No. Tristan is into Judas.
The song or the disciple?
No, the song, which is really random. Like, he's into that song Judas.
It'd be more random if he was into the disciple.
Well, no, she has a. It's. I don't even know how to say that.
You were just doing "Ain't No Holla Back Girl" in German there. Ain't no
Oh my God! How do you spell bananas in German?
I don't know, but it's gonna sound very angry.
Let's ask Google. How do you Google?
Lady Gaga has a song that I can't pronounce, but yes.
Oh,
you are correct.
okay.
What album is it on?
Hold on. Born This Way.
There we go.
See, I told you visually it makes the most sense.
Born
there.
This Way.
Yeah.
2011.
Yeah. Like I don't get German from art pop.
It debuted as a remix at a Thierry Mugler fashion show in January 2011.
Okay.
And I don't know why
Shibe,
Okay.
Shibe, something like that. But I don't speak German, but I can if you like. Au, ich schlieben Auster, Bicler, Escumpent, Madre Monstrere. Which I think she says Mother Monster in German.
Which, mind you, no hate to Lady Gaga. I'm not a Lady Gaga fan.
Right.
There are maybe a handful of songs of hers that I do love. I've always said Bad Romance, I think, is one of the greatest pop songs ever. But I'm not a Lady Gaga fan. Right. But that song, I don't know. I was somewhere and I Shazammed it. I'm like, I kind of like this song. And I downloaded it. I'm like, oh, it's Lady Gaga singing in German.
Again, doesn't surprise me.
Do you know what is I think one of the greatest songs I discovered on Shazam? And I was in a stall at a McDonald's off a highway. That's all I have to say. And why I was there. That's all.
I'm hoping it's because you had bad fries.
Well, what other reason would I be? Well, yeah, off a highway. That could have gone. That story could have gone.
See, that's why I feel like I have to clarify.
No, but it was at a McDonald's.
Uh-huh.
Okay, it was a McDonald's. And I'm there in the stall doing what one does in the stall. And I'm like, I like this song that's on, but I'm like, I can't stand up.
Right, you were busy.
But I need to Shazam this. So I was like, what do I do? So I eventually Shazammed it. And there's this song that I love by Ana Toronja from Mecano.
Okay.
And Alex Intec. It's
called
Duele el amor.
Yeah. Sin ti.
Sin ti.
Yeah.
That is one of my favorite songs. Duele
You put that on the mix CD you made.
I did.
Yes.
That song is great. And I discovered that on the stall off a highway in a McDonald's going to St. Augustine because I had to go.
Yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You were not loving it.
Was that the name of the mix?
I gotta go remix.
I gotta go something off the highway hits.
The stall mix.
The stall mix.
Do you know what music video I've always wanted to reenact with you?
I don't know where this is going because you were just talking about a stall.
No. What music video I would love to reenact with you? And it's funny because it would be a scene that I would want to record because I've always wanted to record a car, like a driving away, like sports car scene. But then it would also give you what you want because it would give you a platform. So we both get what we want.
Okay.
So I would love to recreate a version with you of that Britney Spears song, I Want to Go.
Oh, okay.
That you're doing some whatever it is that you do. And then in the video, remember there's a part that the guy comes in the getaway car?
Yes.
And he's like, Britney! But I come in like a badass Aston Martin, right?
Yes. Actually, I think that was Guillermo Diaz. I think that was, and he's Cuban from Jersey. So.
And I'm like, hop in. But you're not going to do any antics in an Aston Martin once you get in.
Well, then why bother?
It's an Aston Martin. You got to respect that car.
Can't I do like restrained antics?
No.
I don't know what that means, but
So we both get something. I get to do my crazy getaway scene in a badass car.
Okay.
I'll be wearing a tux
and I get to knock people out with a microphone.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
I like this. It's called compromise.
F you.
You're cool.
You're cool. And here are some seashells.
And then I can just spin with knives into the car.
I don't even know all those references. So anyway, so a lot has happened since you and I have been
It sure has.
together.
Actually, so before we get into that, I do want to do a quick just shout out. Thank you to Florida Supercon for having us this past weekend. We thank you for inviting us. We were able to go. It was a lot of fun. I hadn't gone to one in a while.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I took my kid and he loved it.
Yeah. Tristan had a blast.
He did.
Yeah,
he did. And he had a really
cosplay game was on point.
It was. And that I put that together in like an hour. It is incredible what safety pins can do.
Ask any punk in the 80s.
Safety pins deserve our Las Cafecitos.
Our Las Cafecitos is going to be for safety pins.
No. Him last minute because he went as
it's something
Ari,
from Machine Chainsaw Man.
From Chainsaw Man. I should know this.
Rookie Kukuki.
He went as somebody from Chainsaw Man.
Garuki, something like that.
And
there's people yelling at us right now.
He had to put a sword in the back of his suit.
Right.
And he's like, how? He started getting frustrated. How are we going to put the sword in the back? And I'm like, well, I don't have Velcro. The tape is not going to fix this. And I'm like, safety pin. And he's like, but that's plastic. I'm like, dude, a safety pin will go over cement.
Yeah.
We'll go through cement.
The right safety pin.
Get a really good time. Well, but I did have an observation.
Okay.
Of Supercon. And as we've discussed here several times, for somebody who's not into that world, I've been to a lot of them.
You have, and you got to play one of our favorite games.
Yes. Is it? What is it? And
exactly.
If you
don't know the answer,
it's anime.
Right.
But now having a child or a son that is into anime, I see all the different. I recognize some things.
Okay.
Some I was like, oh, I know who you are. I'm not sure from where, but I know where you are. But for somebody who's not into that world, I've gone to a lot of these conventions. But in this
year.
year in particular, I wasn't asking, oh, is it anime? I was asking, is it anime or is it a furry?
Yes, there was a lot of furry presence this year.
Because
Yes. Well, I will say, furries have been doing a little bit of OT over time, trying to desexualize that. Because for the most part, people, when they first learned about furries, it was all like, these are people who are having sex, in the outfits and this and that. They're trying to sexualize it and just be about like, they just like to dress up as animals type of a thing. Yes.
Right. So yeah, that was kind of my whole thing. I'm like, is it anime or is it furry?
And sometimes, it could be both.
It could be a furry anime.
It could be.
The furries, there was a moment the furries took me in.
I saw that. Yes. You were, I don't know, welcomed into the pack. Is that?
I guess.
Yeah.
Sure. But no, I mean, look, I think that for people that are very into that, they
it's a beautiful safe space type of situation.
Yeah, it is. And you know what I have to say, and it's one of those things that you only realize it as when you navigate through it. I kind of see now how a lot of kids that either are neurodivergent or feel on the outside find community there, because there really is community there.
It is.
There really, really is. And I find that a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times these are kids that would be left out of mainstream whatever.
Yeah.
And they sort of find community in the anime world or anime community. So I see that. Not that I didn't see that before, but now that I have a child that is into this, and I kind of see the different perspective. So yes, thank you.
Yeah. So thank you, Supercon. We definitely would love to go next year. Maybe next year we can host a panel.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like Cuban furries. Does a plátano count?
I'm not going dressed up as a furry.
Will you go dress up as a plátano?
Sure.
Okay.
I have a costume at home.
Oh, okay. There we go. Perfect.
I have a plátano costume at home.
Perfect.
And and here I was dressed in a Chainsaw Man t-shirt.
Yes. Listen, for you, that's akin to cosplay.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like your version of cosplay.
Yeah. That's like, I've never been able to wear a superhero shirt, not because I'm not into it, but just because I'd be like a hypocrite.
And you know what? A part of me appreciates that.
Yeah. Because I feel that people like that wear a Superman shirt wear so proudly. And I'm like,
right.
Superman doesn't mean anything to me. Don't come at me, Superman people. I'm not disrespecting Superman.
Listen, he's probably been to more cons than some of you.
Yeah, I have. I've been to like 6 of them.
You went to con in Chicago.
Yeah.
So
anyway, pero bueno. I kind of wanted to obviously talk about we've had a few celebrity deaths this week. The one that hit home the most for us especially was Malcolm-Jamal Warner,
out of nowhere.
Who passed away in Costa Rica. I think he was vacationing with his family and he drowned, and just awful.
Jose was telling me, he's like, because Jose's half Costa Rican, he's like, yeah, those riptides are no joke in Costa Rica. Like, people think, voy a nadar, or like, no, it's serious.
And for him especially, he's somebody that had like great significance in our generation because we grew up watching him as Theo Huxtable on the Cosby Show, and he was like the big brother, and like the nice brother, right? Because Theo was always like the good kid.
He was the boy next door.
He always tried to do the right thing. And, we remember that iconic scene, which actually is from the pilot of when he was like, I want to quit school and
with the rent,
get a real person job or a regular person job. And, so that was a great loss. And Ozzy Osbourne also passed away, which I thought Ozzy Osbourne was like 100.
I thought so too. I didn't know he was only 76.
But it always, when celebrities pass, it always opens up the greater conversation is like, as a public, why do you feel such a loss to somebody that you didn't even know, right? Personally, and didn't have an impact on you? And I think I know why that is, but why do you think that is?
So I think it depends on the celebrity. I mean, we can obviously, there's different varieties, but I think these are two celebrities who represent the two most obvious cases of why that is impactful. With Malcolm-Jamal Warner, he never stopped working, really.
No, he didn't.
He never stopped
You know
working.
that he had a huge role in Suits in season
and
6.
he was on like a show and like the
Malcolm and Eddie.
Well, he had Malcolm and Eddie, but he was also on a show with Tracy Ellis Ross for like 4 years on BET. Like he had, a long career, but
He was a doctor.
on The Resident, like a year ago on Fox. And the thing is, with specifically TV actors, you really are welcoming these people into. I know it sounds cliche, especially for like the newer generation to hear it this way, but you're welcoming these people into your homes every week, right? Back when we were growing up, the Cosby Show was only on once a week, and then it was in syndication. And so now these people, these characters were in your home, and you really did feel like a connection to them. They were always in the background, or they were always on, or you connect it to like when I would get home from school, your growing up moments and things like that. And then on the other side of it, you have Ozzy Osbourne, which, as a musician, especially, he's a very, very pioneering musician. I mean, he really set the bar for a lot of the things that we come to think of when we think of rock music in its current form. Music is something that you and I have talked about this many times on this show. People connect with, because if you're going through something and you listen to a song or an album comes out at a particular moment, like if you're 16 and you connect with it, that person now has this just connection to your life. And, sometimes it's a longer road that they're connected with. So I think specifically TV and music allow themselves to connect, or at least TV used to, and I don't know about music anymore either, but connect to people in a way that maybe movies don't. And maybe nowadays that's even different, because movies now are like in the theaters for 2 days and then they're on streaming.
Right.
But in the past, movie star was so distant, whereas the TV person
Was in your home all the time. And
Yeah.
and usually a lot of these TV stars were in sitcoms that a lot of times were family related. So you found yourself in the family.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree. I think that whether it's a musician or a TV actor, as you said, these are people that, many times musicians, as they say, are the soundtrack to your life.
100%.
Their music, you grew up on their music, their songs remind you of certain times or a certain experience. With TV, especially sitcoms, you remember certain eras and certain phases of your life, and you remember that era, and when you would sit down and watch those shows, and whether it was your adolescence or a certain time of your life, so you do develop a connection with them.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of times when they pass, you feel such a sense of loss. What has been some of the like celebrity deaths, thinking back, or celebrity passings that affected you the most?
Right off the bat, it's funny you're saying Superman, Christopher Reeve. Just because that was such a long journey as well.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and again, because he went from representing Superman to, being wheelchair bound, and yet he did so much good. I would also say, I guess a little more, cliched is like your Michael Jacksons and your Whitney Houstons and Prince, because they were young.
Those big three were a big loss for people our age.
And they were young when they passed.
For not even people our age, for several generations.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's something that kids now will never understand, the chokehold that a lot of these singers, Michael Jackson, Prince, Whitney Houston, Madonna, Janet Jackson, had in the 80s and the 90s, the cultural shift that they had on everyone in a time that we didn't have social media.
Exactly. And we still knew everything
about them in all parts of the world.
Yeah. I would also say just more recently, Matthew Perry.
Matthew Perry was a big one.
Matthew Perry was probably the most recent big one for me, because again, I like to think that I'm the Chandler. And mostly because nobody knew what I did for a living. And that was a big one.
You know which one really? I remember when it happened. Which one really affected me, and I didn't think it was going to affect me as much as it did. Was Chester from Linkin Park?
Really?
Chester really affected me, because I thought that he. I mean, and obviously a lot of times when in issues where you unalive yourself, like nobody sees it coming, but. He was such a rare sort of talent and voice that when, he passed, it was like, I really felt that loss. And I mean, I loved Linkin Park just like anybody else.
Yeah,
like it wasn't
I don't recall you being huge.
Yeah, but I even posted it on my Instagram, which I usually don't post on Instagram about celebrity deaths, at least not in my postings, maybe in my stories. And it's still on there because I remember being so moved by it. Like that, because I don't know, I saw him as such a rare talent that like when he passed, I was like, wow, like this seemed to be somebody who had everything, but really had nothing at the same time. Happens. So, how about you, Junior?
One that was already mentioned, Michael Jackson. That one really messed me up. Stuart Scott from ESPN Sports Center.
Oh, okay.
I grew up obsessed with Sports Center. I wanted to be a broadcaster, journalist major. So, and then Robin Williams. Yeah, Robin Williams was the one that destroyed me. It was just his. It would have been his 74th birthday yesterday.
Yeah, I saw you posting.
And that one. So the Malcolm-Jamal Warner one now was real tough too, because Cosby Show is one of my top 5 favorite shows of all time. And what you mentioned about him being the perfect big brother, that's exactly what I would have wanted. Fresh Prince being the perfect cousin for me, and then Robin Williams was like the perfect uncle for me. So Will Smith is still alive. But yeah,
knock on wood, because these things come in threes.
That one hurt, man. That one hurt. But yeah, Robin's the one that took me out for sure. Yeah.
And see, Robin Williams and Christopher Reeve were
best
like
friends,
BFFs. So see, maybe that's why you and I get along so well. There's some type of like internal,
perhaps. So let's not go horseback riding. Okay.
I've never ridden a horse, so that's not going to end well for me, I guess.
And I just, whenever I see a horse, I go horse.
All right. So that's just.
I like that we have a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So planner's good.
You guys will be like, no, not riding you. Nope, I'll just be saying horse.
But do you say it like a warning, or you like a
No, I just go horse.
Like there it is.
Horse.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And I go burr, 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 horse.
What? You like a Renaissance?
Okay. You know what we haven't talked about? Shifting conversations. You know what we haven't talked about, because we went to Atlanta a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
Then I was out, you were out, but we haven't talked about. We have not talked about our shared experience at Buc-ees. Junior, we went to Buc-ees.
Yes.
Sorry, Junior. My kid saw the huge Adilla on the...
And I had never been.
And he had never been. But I did mention it. I mention it? I'm like, oh, this is So listeners, he's giving us a hard time because Junior and I had talked about doing a road trip, but it was going to be the Florida one to a Buc-ees.
There's one in Daytona.
But we could still go, Junior. This could still happen. But we went to Buc-ees, and what I think was funny that all of you guys who had never been to a Buc-ees, because I had been to a Buc-ees, you were like, this is so big. And I'm like, this isn't even the biggest one.
It was insane.
Yeah.
It was insane. Like, I'm like,
there's a wall of jerky.
Yeah. Why are you people all here? I mean,
why are you there?
I was going to say the same could be said for me, but it's like, okay, it's a service plaza mixed with a gas station, mixed with like the entrance of Cracker Barrel,
mixed with delicious barbecue.
Oh yeah, with like the Publix deli.
Did you try the candied pecans?
No, I didn't. No.
Oh my god! In cashews, they were amazing. Yo me comí un smoked brisket sandwich. That was amazing. And then there was, I had 3 sandwiches. I'm like, well, I'm at Buc-ees, they don't have a Buc-ees by the house. So here we go. Yeah. And I also had this like chicken melt sandwich that was freaking amazing. And I had Korean barbecue jerky. Like, it was amazing.
Did have a piece of jerky because our friend's daughter bought
some there was a wall of jerky, but did you see there was also a jerky bar?
I did not see the jerky bar.
Yeah. I'm really big on the jerky when I drive.
You are.
Because it keeps me awake.
This guy like loves his salted meat when he's driving.
Dude, when you have to drive...
Red Bull and jerky. That's all it is.
Do you eat jerky, Junior? Bro, when you have to drive una pila de hora, you need something to keep you awake. So you chew on jerky. Wait, I am not the only person that does that.
I'm not saying you're the only person. I'm just saying it is amazing.
I do road trips on 3 things.
Red Bull,
jerky, and icebreakers.
That's right. I forgot about the icebreakers.
I pop those icebreakers.
He needs to freshen his breath after the jerky.
And icebreakers keep you awake.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, it's like, ooh.
I don't drink coffee, so I got to make it up somehow.
You got to make it up somehow. That's true. And coffee will just make you pee. So
jerky, Red Bull, and icebreakers. Also, when I'm at home, I drink sugar-free Red Bull. When I'm doing a road trip, I drink the regular one.
That's true. You also do sugar-free when we do pop-ups.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you have seen it.
I have
but when I'm
noticed,
on a
yes.
road trip, and it has to be past the 3 counties, right?
Well, driving to Palm Beach is on a road
I'm
trip.
driving, that's not a road trip. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But if even Disney,
Is the Keys a road trip?
no.
Okay.
No, because the Keys, you're entertained while you go there,
Fair enough.
right?
Okay. And you can stop off for like a
The
key lime
road
muffin.
trip is part of the novelty.
That's true. If there's no service plaza, it's not a road trip.
Right. You need a proper service plaza,
Okay. Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
So
An off ramp of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what's crazy to me? It's crazy to me. This is like a Florida thing, right? This is a Florida thing. So we all love our Florida Turnpike Road plazas,
Of
right?
course, the service plazas. Bring it
With
on.
Port St. Lucie being the mecca of them all.
Bring on Fort Drum, all of them.
It is crazy to me when you drive past Orlando on the Turnpike. It's like, oh, these are the rest of the service plazas that we never see.
Yeah. I'm like,
There was like a Fort Turkey
yeah.
or Lake Turkey.
There's something Turkey, Fort Drum.
No, Fort Drum is the one after Port St. Lucie, but before you get to Orlando. But we never stop in that one because we just stopped in Port St. Lucie.
Why would we?
And who stops in Palm Beach County, right?
I mean, we're barely begun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, no hemos ni calentado los motores.
I mean, really.
Yeah.
The engine is cold.
Listen, you guys think we're laughing? We're messing around. No. There is a science to the service plazas.
Yes.
There's a reason everybody stops in Port St. Lucie. It's not like a
No es cosa de nosotros.
no. Yeah, but this time when we were driving back from Atlanta, that I was like, once we entered Florida, I was in the Turnpike. I'm like, look at all these service plazas that I never go to. And
But then I get sad when it's the ones that are just like a bathroom and a hut.
yeah, no, but those aren't on the Turnpike. Those are on
That's
I-75.
No, I know,
Right,
but
right.
eventually, it's like, oh.
Right. But then it's funny because then when you're coming from another state, once you hit the ones it's like home stretch. I'm almost home.
Yeah, we're almost home.
Falta 3 horas, but I'm almost home.
Yeah. Ahorita llega the Hard Rock Hotel.
Yeah. No, I posted the other day, I think it was on my personal Instagram, that if you're from Miami, you know that you're home when you see the IKEA.
Yep.
That's when you know you're in Kendall.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
You're like,
You're home.
Yeah.
Right. But you're home when you pass the Hard Rock,
course.
guitar.
The Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Yes.
Yeah. That después when you pass the Hard Rock guitar, that stretch to the stretch of the Turnpike extension.
Yeah, that's segundo putre.
No, it takes forever. It takes forever because you just want to get there already. That it's like, oh my God, like 10 minutes have passed and I'm still like in this part of the Turnpike.
Nah, you just have to be properly entertained.
Eating beef jerky. No, I don't eat beef jerky when I'm that close to home.
At that point, you've already gone through the
Yeah,
bag.
no, once I entered Palm Beach County,
no more jerky.
There's no more jerky.
No.
Now it's get the fuck home.
Yeah. It's just pedal to the metal. Get that shit going.
Yeah. Jerky, Red Bull, and icebreakers. And it has to be the blue icebreakers. When I stop at a red stop,
Are there other ones?
green.
Oh, okay.
When I stop at a rest stop, they don't have the blue icebreakers. I'm like, why? Like, what am I supposed to do with the green icebreakers?
We used to be a proper country.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
that's the Service Plaza's corner on Pero Let Me Tell You, everyone. If you're not from Florida,
Can you imagine if we get like hired to become the brand ambassadors for Service Plazas?
God, Tom.
That would be great.
like, oh my God, like my work here is done.
We could do live episodes from each one.
God, don't tempt me with a good time.
Yes.
We could come out in the video. Welcome to Port St.
Yes.
Lucie.
I think we should. I don't even know how we would do. You know what? I feel like we have friends who work in some branch of government that we can ask.
Tell you something.
That would be the Florida Department of Transportation, probably, right?
If we become the
FDOT.
face of the service plazas on the Turnpike, I have to tell you, that will be one of the greatest honors of my life.
Mission accomplished.
Hi, we're DJ and Ish, and today we're not here to talk to you about Pero Let Me Tell You.
We're here to welcome
talking
you to Port St. Lucie.
Welcome to Port St. Lucie. As you enter our beautiful service plaza, you will be met with Chicken Kitchen.
Yes.
Cinnabon.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts. And
Wendy's. It's always Wendy's.
Wendy's and something pizza.
Yes. But the pizza one changes.
No, the pizza one has been there a while.
No, but it changes by plaza.
Oh, yeah. And for all your daily needs and sundries, we have...
sundries. Ooh, is that ambassador talk?
Well, it is sundries. For all your general needs and sundries, We have our Port St. Lucie shop.
Yes.
With
They had some really dry looking pastelitos de guayaba.
no, that you don't get in a service
No,
plaza
no.
because that was shipped.
If you're lucky.
That was shipped from Dade County to Port St. Lucie County. What county
What
is that?
county is that? Well, Port St. Lucie is a city.
Excuse me. Is that Ochalua County?
Is it?
Ochalua?
I don't know anymore.
Okeechobee County?
I don't know.
Okay.
We're gonna have to learn this if we're gonna be ambassadors for the service
I know
plazas.
we should.
We are.
We
We're gonna
need to learn everything about
We're gonna
the
have to
service
bone up on the
plazas.
service plazas.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And here's an Earl of Sandwich, which
Oh,
every time I go to the service plaza, I say, today I'm going to try Earl of Sandwich.
no.
And I never do.
I never do.
I never do.
No.
Because you know what, though?
Okay, but here's the thing with Earl Sandwich. Because when I'm usually at that service plaza, it's either too early or too late.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes.
So do you really want a full sandwich?
Not at
But a
7
Cena
a.m.
bun, you could always get un pedacito.
Pa picar.
Yeah, and then it's a group of you and it's a little bite over here. Or the same with Dunkin' Donuts. But an Earl sandwich, that's like, ¿quién se va a meter un chop chop a las 9 de la mañana?
I mean, really.
Like,
That's a commitment. And then you lose time on the road.
yeah,
Because you can't eat that while you're driving. Right. Like you can't have a chop while you're driving. That's safety first. That is the first rule of Service Plaza ambassadorship. Safety first.
Listen, to our listeners out there who are not from Miami and have never had a chop chop from Chicken Kitchen, you should.
Get it at the Service Plaza.
Get it at the Service Plaza. Let me tell you something.
Are we officially, is this like the campaign?
Yeah, so let me
us to
tell you
become
something,
the
people.
pitch people?
And this next comment is not sponsored by Chicken Kitchen. So down here in Miami, there's a local chain called Chicken Kitchen. It's been around for
No, it's South Florida, no?
South Florida, yeah. Well, in Port St. Lucie.
Port St. Lucie, yeah.
It's been around for, I discovered it in the late 90s when it was called Star's Chicken, which was on 57th Avenue by Sunset Place. Anyway, and they do charred grilled chicken on a bed of yellow rice, but the star of the show is their mustard curry sauce. And I have to tell you that when that was like at the peak of its popularity, everybody in Miami was ordering a chop chop. I still go to Chicken Kitchen routinely.
Yes.
And I order like 6 cups of the mustard curry.
Yeah, Daddy loves a sauce.
I know. Now I make them.
Yes.
But, excuse me. But if you haven't had a chop chop from Chicken Kitchen, you should. Because it is freaking amazing. And I'll give you a little secret. You tell them on your chop chop to add skin that has been chopped.
Yeah.
You'll thank me later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know if you want to do that at the Service Plaza, though.
No. No, and on the Service Plaza, you got to lay low on the curry sauce.
Yeah, because,
because then you're going to have to wait 34 miles to the next Service Plaza.
Exactly. Especially if it's your first time. No sabe cuánto va a
But
caer.
then you could end up in a McDonald's listening to Duele el Amor. And you could find new jams to listen to from your Shazam. See? Full circle moment.
Full circle. You know what? Life's just about finding the positive.
Full circle moment right
Life's
there.
about finding the positivity.
Full circle moment.
Yes.
I remember when we used to go to the old Port St. Lucie, the one before now,
Oh,
because
yeah,
we're old enough to remember the other one. Like, when they had a perfume counter.
Yeah.
I'm like, people buy perfume at Port St. Lucie?
Well, you know what? Okay. Probably people who come from other countries, listen, let me finish. They fly into Miami para visitar la familia, and then they stop there on their way to Disney, and they're like, ay, bueno, el perfume está más barato aquí que en, wherever they're from.
It's duty free.
Exactly.
And we've spent 10 minutes of our show talking about service plazas on the turnpike in Miami.
This is how we're getting the ambassadorship.
So, listeners, if any of you works for the Florida Department of Transportation, please let us know that on episode 353 of Pero Let Me Tell You, we went on a whole rant about the service plazas. Yeah. And then there's a service plaza nobody uses.
The one down south?
By exit 120th. Yep. So much so that they never remodeled it.
Oh, no?
No. That had a Burger King. I don't even know if it has a Burger King.
I never even went in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've driven by it.
Yeah, but I literally buy it.
But it's like I live 2 seconds away from that, whatever.
Now, would that one for outsiders be considered the last one before the keys? Because
that is the last one.
And then it's like, hey, see you later, no mas.
Yes.
And also, maybe we can continue talking about the Port St. Lucie station and any of them, because we didn't talk about the kiosks that typically sell sunglasses 5 for $35 or $5 for $20, depending on the deal. Yeah. And I always used to get all of those pennies that would get flattened out into something else.
The machine,
the machines. Mm-hmm. So
I used to live for those stops to get all the pamphlets for all the theme parks.
Yes. Yep. And now I noticed that in the Port St. Lucie one, they had a Carlos Bakery.
Well, they have el estante.
I didn't know how you feel about that.
It's a vending machine, so I'm not bothered by it.
No, but I'm like, that's very Hoboken. What is Hoboken doing in Port St. Lucie?
Fair enough, but during the pandemic, lots of people came from New York, including Carlos Bakery.
Which, by the way, every food reviewer hates those cakes.
Really?
The ones from the vending machine, they hate them. They say they're terrible. Oh. That they're like drowned because they have to put corn syrup and all that to make them whatever.
Moist, yeah.
I kind of still want to have one.
Oh, I'm totally gonna get one of those gigantic fucking cakes. Yeah, the size of my head.
You know. Junior se está comprando espejuelos en Port St. Lucie. Porque no necesitas espejuelos para ir a Disney.
Oye, ese sol. Ese sol de las 3 de la tarde.
And you know where I think hay más sol todavía in Busch Gardens. I think Busch Gardens is the sunniest of them all.
I think it's because they have that area that's about Egypt and Africa.
Yeah.
Like Ra, the sun god, just pulls it closer.
Yeah, I feel SeaWorld is really sunny as well.
Es el resplandor del agua.
Yeah, the resplendor.
Yeah, the resplendor.
Yeah. Because I think that like Universal and Disney, they spend more money on agriculture.
And Universal has misters.
Right. And, Epcot Center has the land.
Right.
So, they grow their own tomatoes that you're going to eat in one of their restaurants. So,
that's true. They're very self-reliant.
Right. Yeah. They're more shaded. There's more tree canopies.
Yes, canopies.
Right. Whereas in SeaWorld and Tampa and in Busch Gardens in Tampa, you're on your own.
No, ahí lo que hace un calor de carajo.
Son parte de las piedras.
Oh my God.
Te jodiste. No puedes traer sombría tampoco. So te jodiste
true.
2 times.
That's true. That's why you got to get those sunglasses.
Do you know what I think is a great word in Spanish? Un parasol.
Do you know that I was like maybe in my mid-20s before I realized
parasol is parasol?
No, paraguas is para agua.
That's great. That's great. Paragua.
Yeah. It's like, because it stops water.
Yeah. Paragua.
Like Viva Borru.
Viva Borru can stop anything.
Paragua, Paraguay,
Paraguay, yeah, it's all the same.
Yeah.
But don't try to put a Paraguayan over your head when it's raining.
That's a whole different show.
That's a whole different show. That's a whole different
experience.
Whole different experience. Yeah. Absolutely. So I wanted. Okay, I have a couple.
I'm sorry. I just figured somebody go to Paraguay over their head. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, it's fine. I think we should all take a moment to.
Do we know somebody from Paraguay?
I don't think so.
Nosotros no fuimos a la escuela con nadie de Paraguay. I mean, Southwest was like the Latin United Nations.
If we did, they probably weren't very memorable.
They didn't really speak about being...
No, they're the Paraguayan culture.
Okay.
Oh, no, I feel bad for Paraguay.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's become their ambassador too.
Sure.
No, we were just talking about vacations and all that fun stuff. And I recently saw a headline, and I'm looking for the post, of course, because I was, me, I'm always screenshotting shit. All right. Do you know that U.S. workers take fewer vacation days than any other country?
I knew that.
Did you?
Yeah.
How much?
A lot less. Well, we have a friend that has about 500 vacation days a year, and she doesn't take any of them. And I'm always like, but why?
Well, because she can't. There's only 365 days in the year.
But I'm like, but why? Like,
yeah. So, Americans are the worst in the world at taking vacations. They average just 11 days off per year.
It's terrible.
By comparison, the French enjoy a full month. Even Japan, which takes the second least amount of time off, still spreads out trips regularly throughout the year, keeping their vacation deprivation low. 65% of Americans say they feel vacation deprived, the highest rate in over a decade, despite mounting evidence that time off reduces stress, boosts mood, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. Yes.
I mean, listen, I haven't been on a PTO model since I was in college. Well, no, that's not true. When I worked at Big Law, I was on a PTO model. But it's been a while because I've been self-employed for a while. I think the whole PTO mindset is just crazy. like that you have to earn hours to take them off.
More places are shifting now to a flex hour, flex
or
vacation.
that you have to take time off to go to the doctor.
Oh yeah, I think
Come on, that is I think that's crazy. And then it kind of discourages you to take that needed time off because you're busy, especially, I mean, it is true, once you have kids and you have other responsibilities and you have other stuff, you start thinking like, okay, well, I need to take a day off to take my kids to the doctor. I need to take a day off, to run these errands. I have a court date. I have this, I have that. So then that starts eating away.
And by the time you're left, you have
right, excuse me. So then you have 2 days. So then what time off are you going to take?
Yeah.
You could go on a 2-day cruise, on a weekend cruise, but that's about it.
Yeah. I like to take lots of small trips. I'm very big on like, let's take off on a Friday and a Monday. And, I can't do that now with Pima Pollo. But, that's more my I love a big, long trip.
You do it all the time.
No, but I like little trips.
You do little trips all the time.
I know I do, but I probably would do more if I did.
You do your fair share.
Okay.
I'm not shaming you. Quite the contrary. You take as many as you want. But you do your fair share.
I do.
Like, I'm going to the cabin. Vete para la cabaña.
That's true, yeah.
I'm going here. Vete para allá.
Yeah.
Vete pina papalote.
I do love those kite flying vacations.
I remember there was a time in my life, man, to be in your early 20s, there was a time in my life that I would take a domestic vacation, an international vacation, and a cruise all in the same year.
Yep.
How the mighty have fallen.
And that's why we should be the brand ambassadors for Florida's service plazas.
Now I'm lucky if I get 3 days off on a stay at a Holiday Inn at, I don't know, Naples.
I don't even know what to say about that. Like, it's Naples.
One of the things I liked in Naples the most blew away, which was the Naples Pier.
The pier.
The Naples Pier was really nice. And it's so funny because, like, not too long after the hurricane, Tristan was like, I really want to go back to the because we went like 3 times within a span of, I don't know, 1.5 years. We went like 3 times. And Tristan's like, oh, I really want to go back because I want to see if they have that SpongeBob ice cream. And I'm like, well, they're not going to have the SpongeBob because he had like they had like a little cafe on the pier. And every time he went, he would have a SpongeBob ice cream. I'm like, well, Tristan, no, the SpongeBob ice cream is the least of the concerns of the pier at this point.
Relocated.
Literally.
Permanently.
Literally.
Have they rebuilt that yet?
I think they're rebuilding it. I really want this Service Plaza thing to happen.
You know what? I feel we can figure it out.
I'm not kidding, pero primos. We provide you laughs every week.
That's true.
You want to repay us? Somebody who works for the Florida Department of Transportation. Hire, pero let me tell you, the Cultura Media to do all PR for
and you know what? We would have to film and we would have to record an episode, which means that Junior, you have to come with us, which means that we'll be close enough to Daytona that we can all go to Buc-ees.
Yeah.
See, you're not getting, no man gets left behind here, Junior. This is how this works. This is an all or nothing situation, sir.
Listen, when we went to Buc-ees 2 weeks ago, and Tristan saw Buc-ee, it was like seeing Mickey Mouse. Was Buc-ee there when because I went twice.
He was there.
It was like seeing Mickey Mouse. We're not going up. I went to Buc-ee, and I took a picture with Buc-ee.
See, I don't get. Okay, that's the part I don't get about Buc-ees.
What, Buc-ee?
No, not so much.
Buc-ee's super cute.
Buc-ee's cute. I'm not taking away from the.
Listen, I have 3 Buc-ee shirts.
Is he a beaver?
He's a beaver.
Okay, I'm not taking away from the beaver. What I'm just saying is that at the end of the day, you know what? Buc-ee shirts are cute and this and that, but I don't know that I feel that strongly about what essentially amounts to the mascot of a gas station to have swimsuits and bowls and because a candle.
Ishmael, you wear disco balls on your bikinis. Some people want a beaver.
Well, some people have a beaver in their bikinis.
Well, want one externally.
Okay. I don't know if it's the same thing though to have a big old Buc-ee. Like literally, there was a red swimsuit. It was like, okay, picture the Baywatch one piece, right? Like the red swimsuit.
Yeah, I saw it.
And it was just a big old Buc-ees right here. Like,
sure.
I don't get it. Who I genuinely asked the question, who is this for?
Well, it's for someone.
And if they have that many of them, it's because it sells.
Well, I don't know about the swimsuits, but I was going to buy a hat. And the first time I went, there was this hat I really liked. And I'm like, I want to get this hat with Buc-ee on it. And I'm like, oh, I'll buy it on the way down. And on the way down, it was gone. But they didn't have my size.
But that's what I'm saying. So clearly, people are buying these things.
Yeah.
I understand it's me. Like, it's me. I understand I don't get it.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a limit. Like, do you want like Buc-ee's kitchen utensils?
They had Buc-ee's furniture.
They what?
Yeah, tenía una silla that the tela had Buc-ee on it.
But
No, this was like something you'd put in your living room.
You're fucking kidding.
Yeah, no. Una butaca. No, because they had Buc-ee's like
Buc-ee's butaca.
They had Isn't that a great word?
A buck-taca?
Isn't that a great word? Una butaca. Una butaca de terciopelo.
Oh.
Y la butaca, después cuando te vas a levantar de la butaca,
You're covered in.
para ir al baño para coger algo del botiquín.
Oh, botiquín. That's another great word. That is another great word.
El botiquín. Botiquín. Is that French?
You know what? It probably is derived from the French.
Botiquín is a great word.
Ay, Dios mío.
Do you know the funny? Have you been to the bathroom in my parents' house recently?
Not in a couple years. What is happening in the bathroom? Is it a Buc-ee's bathroom now?
I need to take a picture of this and post it. So my parents remodeled their bathroom some years ago and it's updated. It's nice. And there was like a bare wall over the toilet. And my mom didn't know what to put on it.
Okay.
So she bought un cuadro un día that matches the bathroom.
Okay.
And she's like, ay, mira qué bonito cuadro que pues compré. And then she put it on the wall without a picture.
Oh, so it's just a frame.
Just a frame without a picture. And she's like, no, porque no sé qué ponerle. Déjame que encuentre para ponerle. This was like, I don't know, 8 years ago. And she's like, no sé qué ponerle. So then after like a couple of weeks, she didn't find anything. So I literally was looking through a magazine and I found a picture of a dolphin wearing a birthday hat. And I just cut it out. And I put it on the frame. And it's still there to this day. It's a dolphin with a birthday hat.
And no one has said anything about this?
No, it's still there. It's still there. I need to take a picture of this. Oh my god. You know, it's so funny that the color scheme of the bathroom is very like Tuscan, like wood, gold, burgundy. And then on the wall, there's this bright picture of a dolphin in the water with a birthday hat. Oh my god.
How your parents like if your parents could, they would start a TikTok just about all the shit you do.
I keep them young. For those who think young. And I instigate them.
I think it's great that
Oh my god, I'm gonna send you guys a picture of this. I'm not lying.
But okay, but nobody has said anything.
No, they just accepted it.
Like no, at no point did she even
No,
say
it
like,
hasn't been
Daniel, tú pusiste esta
been
foto
acknowledged.
del delfín.
Hasn't been acknowledged. No, it's been like 8 years. It's still there. The dolphin with a birthday hat.
It would have been better if it would have been a delfin.
Oh my god! You know what my mom does? That this is immigrant mentality.
Okay.
Do you know what my mom does? That just
Doesn't
my
question
mom
dolphins on her wall.
My mom and my grandmother used to do this too. When they're using hand soap, y se está acabando, they put water into it and they water it down.
Yeah.
Mind you, my mom has an arsenal of hand soap bottles. She has more hand soap there that will last an average human 10 years, right? She has a closet filled with hand soap dispensers and bottles. But somehow she will make that bottle.
That's why she has so many.
For like 6 months. And I'm like, Mom, pero ¿por qué tú estás usando el mismo pomo de jabón cuando tú tienes como 20 en el closet? Ay, no pasa para aprovecharlo. And I'm like, this is immigrant mentality.
100%.
This is immigrant mentality. This
It's the epitome.
Yeah, it's
the
like-
epitome of like, make it last.
You stretch that
You
shit
stretch
out.
it till you can't stretch no
You
more.
stretch it. So, like, does anybody else do that? Like, I'm curious. Does anybody else
that's
parent
immigrant.
does
That's
that?
total
Because
immigrant mentality.
this is for hand soap, palmolive, you know,
shampoo.
a shampoo, watered down shampoo.
Yes.
Like,
At that point, it's just not effective.
watered down conditioner, but conditioner goes further than shampoo.
Oh, okay.
No. When you're running out of conditioner, you do echa un poquitico de agüita and you shake
works.
it. That will go on for a good week or two.
So that's effective.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Soap has less of a extension life
Right. Shelf life, yeah.
than you know, conditioner.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's totally immigrant thing.
That's absolutely, it's immigrant.
We're making this stretch. Even though we have 20 bottles of it in the closet.
But that's why it lasts so long. Because you make the one that you're using go further.
Yeah. So
stretch
you can
it
wash
on.
your hands with watery soap as you look at the dolphin and with the birthday hat.
How they haven't just put you up for adoption at this point? It's like,
They love it. My parents love it.
What style dolphin? Because I'm
style
I'm over here looking for a few, so maybe I can show.
Wait,
show
let me
the
see that
viewers at
first
home,
one.
but
That first one looks.
Is it head on? Is it a
No,
head-on
it is. No.
dolphin
It's
or
still there.
off
I'm gonna send you guys a picture of the dolphin. Like
something like this. This guy?
no.
he's not like
No.
performing. Okay.
No.
He's just celebrating.
Yeah. He's a happy dolphin. He has a birthday hat on.
He's just enjoying his birthday.
Yeah.
Okay. He's not being asked to perform.
No.
Okay.
No, that's
a day off.
My parents, they love it. I keep them young. Keep them young.
You know what? You should probably do.
I do.
You keep them entertained.
I mean, listen. Of all the things I've done with my parents, that's
the
like
least of
nothing.
it.
I mean, these people had upside down frames in their house for like 6 months.
And they just accepted it.
No, because then the thing was that because what I did was, listeners, I went one day and I got all the picture frames in the house and I turned the pictures upside down. Right. And then you can't just turn the frame upside down. Like I literally opened every frame and put every picture upside down. First of all, it took them days to realize that they were upside down. And then after, it was sort of like, I really bent those little corners that, hold it.
The thing is,
Yeah. So then, whatever. I eventually helped my mom do it, but it was months later. That's like, I've said the story here. The day that my parents went out somewhere and I switched their closets and their drawers and they just kept it.
They were like, well, this is our life now.
Yeah, they just kept it.
I'm a right side of the closet person now.
Yeah.
Oh, well. There are worse things to have to deal with in life. Some people don't even have a closet.
Yeah. No, there's other times that throughout the years that I've changed things around in their kitchen on purpose. And then they're like, oh, that wasn't a bad idea. Like stuff like that I've done that, Oh, the mueble, stuff like that.
You keep them young.
I keep them on their toes, man.
That 100% you keep them on their toes.
They don't know what's coming next. One of the greatest things I did was, though, that one was pretty good when I changed the Christmas tree. Yeah, they put the Christmas tree in a corner, and I put it one day in another corner. Like Christmas tree up and everything. Yeah, it's all plastic, so nothing broke.
You just lifted
so
up
I literally, but I moved everything.
Right.
I moved everything.
The presents.
And you want to know something else? They didn't notice either. They didn't notice for days. They didn't notice for days. In fact, when I did that, my joke sort of backfired because like a week had passed and nobody had said anything until I started instigating them. And I was like, oye, el abuelito no estaba ahí. And they're like, oye, ¿verdad que el abuelito estaba ahí?
Do your parents have problems with spatial, like...
No, because the thing is
dimensions?
That they had put, where I changed the Christmas tree to, they had put it there about years ago.
Okay,
so it wasn't a foreign concept.
Okay.
It just wasn't one that
It's
they
not
did.
like you put it like in the kitchen or something.
Right. No.
Right.
So they didn't.
It didn't register.
It didn't.
I think that's wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to my dad. My dad's birthday is this week.
Oh, your dad's a Leo?
July 28th is Leo.
Yeah.
My dad is a Leo.
Your dad is a Leo. I did not know that.
My dad's a Leo. July, August. He's a Leo. What does that mean?
Usually Leos, and I'm gonna
Wait, aren't you a Leo?
I am a Leo.
Aren't you all the people that want attention to yourselves? And
I was going to say we tend to be confident. And you know, it's like, I mean, look, astrology, don't come at me, guys, but it's a bunch of blah blah. But it's like Leos are supposed to be very confident and self-assured, and they are, you know, born leaders and you know, all these things. So it's like, I mean, yeah, but then you kind of look at every horoscope sign and they're all kind of variations on the same thing, more or less.
Listen, I'm a Libra. I think Libras are bomb ass awesome people. And I'll say it as that. We are. It's funny.
You can keep thinking that.
I've said this many times before. I'm not really into astrology. I don't know what anything means. Right. But every single complicated person I've met in my life, whom I love, these are all people that I love and I'm very close to. Every single complicated person that I've met in my life has been a Gemini.
Well, you know, duality.
Yeah. Every single. I started asking them, when were you born? Oh, end of May or June? Oh. Including my mom. Yeah.
I don't get complicated from your mom.
My mom, it's not complicated. Do you know what I tell my mom? My mom starts going around in circles and I tell them, no, es que la cosa es que tú estás en un cuarto circular buscando una esquina y no la encuentra. Because that's my mother. Like, my mother starts complicating herself and I just look at her and I'm like, my mom is the epitome of someone que se da cranque.
Okay.
Ella misma. About the stupidest shit. It's not like she's giving herself cranque about world events. Right?
It's about like, where did I put the salt?
Yeah, it's about like, why did they change this at Publix?
Right.
Like, why did they change the aisle of this? But why? Who made that decision? This is so inconvenient. You know, why? Who did that? This is because of communism. Because communism. It's because everything is changing because of communism. And then ella se empieza a dar cranque, and then there comes a point that I'm like, I don't even know where to start. Like,
I don't know what you're upset about anymore.
I mean, don't forget that when years ago Tropicana changed their labels, remember? My mom was saying that the reason that Tropicana changed their packaging, which was ugly AF, by the way, she was right. It was because of communism. Porque así empieza el comunismo. And I'm like, really? They did that in Cuba? Tropicana changed their
started
labels?
with orange juice?
That's how it started? Like,
when you get the citrus, you get the economy.
Es verdad, that was super ugly.
Fair enough, but I don't think it signaled the advent of communism.
So before we go into our last soda,
or last
cafecito, did you see what happened at the subway station in Atlanta after a Beyonce concert?
No.
Okay.
Wait, there's a subway in Atlanta?
Well, the MARTA.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I love? Okay, this is a geek moment of mine. I love going to a city that has a transportation system, which usually it's called after an acronym, and figuring out what it is. What does MARTA mean?
Okay, hold on. You're gonna have to give me a moment. Mobile Atlanta Rail and Transit Authority.
Metropolitan Atlanta Rapid Transit Authority.
Okay, but you gotta admit, I was
BART.
I didn't do bad.
BART.
Thank you, Junior. Thank you.
The BART.
BART. Shit, I know BART, but I don't remember where BART is. Because I feel like the B is going to be BART.
No.
The B is going to be part of the BART, no? It's not Boston.
No.
No, wait, where's BART? Oh my God, where's the BART?
Bay Area Rapid Transit.
There we go.
It's in San Francisco.
Okay. I was like, I know that if I remember where it was, it would help out.
Do you know where the L is? Junior?
The L?
Junior knows where the L is.
Oh, well, that's Chicago.
Chicago. Do you know why it's called the L?
No.
Because it's elevated.
Oh, okay.
In Boston, it's the T. Why do I know so much about rapid transit?
If anybody in this room would know that much about rapid transit, it is you.
And then the MTM is Manhattan.
MTA.
MTA, Manhattan Transit Authority.
Yeah.
And here's just a Metro Rail.
Yeah, we can be bothered. There's too many people who don't speak English. Nobody would know it.
Do you know what?
Metro Rail.
You know what rapid transit will always remind me of?
¿Qué pasa, USA?
Of course.
The rapid transit cannot come through here.
Bueno, the Beyonce concert.
Yes,
that's where I was going.
Back to the mod.
So people were in like the it's not a subway station, but the train station for the MARTA. And it was super packed because it was right after the concert. And there were people coming down the escalator, packed. And there was a girl who like got scared over a bug. So it caused a stampede.
No.
Yes, there was a stampede with people dressed up as Cowboy Carter. So I want you to think of the irony of that.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, and there were people
if no one was hurt.
There were people that actually, a few people got hurt. I don't think there was anything life-threatening, but a few people got hurt. Yeah.
And all this because some dumb girl probably saw like.
Well, maybe, I don't know, maybe they're throwing a wasasa or something, you know. It's like,
no, you don't get that. No, if you're getting that crazy for una wasasa, that's a gnat. Now, una avispa, that's a different story.
Una avispa. Una wasasa is a gnat?
It's a gnat, yeah.
What's the difference between a gnat and a mosquito? I don't know bugs.
You know rapid transit, but you don't know bugs.
Of course.
Okay, so a mosquito will bite you and draw your blood. A gnat will not do that. A gnat is just, okay, you know how after it rains, there's always those little bugs that are flying? Those are gnats.
So when they tell you half a gnat's brain, is that the saying?
I don't think so. What saying is this?
You have half a gnat's brain.
I've never heard
Or is
this
it half
saying.
a gnat's ass?
I've never heard half of a gnat's anything.
Yeah.
Junior, have you ever heard any type of gnat anatomy reference?
Okay, well, that's just not me. Bueno, let's head to cafecito time.
All right, do you want to go first?
Yes.
Okay.
I do want to go first. Okay. So I actually have to pull this out. So my last cafecito today.
Oh, wait a minute. See, this is what happens when we got to go to commercial.
Oh, okay.
You and I have it. See, we got so excited to talk to each other that we're just going to run through the commercial. We'll be right back.
From our sponsor.
We started this podcast 8 years ago with one goal: be our authentic selves and make sure our culture was always front and center. It's not always easy, but nobody ever said being bold was easy. And for over 100 years, no café has known that better than Café La Llave. It takes a certain level of bold to unapologetically keep your culture alive. Pero let me tell you, Café La Llave is doing just that. So when you're being true to who you are and hustling to achieve your dreams, of course you're enjoying Café La Llave Cafecito. After all, it's brewed bold for the bold.
And we're back. That was a great little commercial, wasn't it?
That was. I really do like our Café La Llave commercial.
It is. It's all about you, baby.
It's like, no, it's all about Café La Llave.
It is about Café La Llave. It's about you having Café La Llave.
Exactly. Here
I'm just
at
in the background. I'm just in the background.
Yes. Actually, hats off to Jesse for filming that. That was fantastic.
Yes. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. Now, if we ever get a sponsorship by Maytag Blue Cheese, all bets are off. Because that's all me.
That's you. It's only fair.
So I want to give my last cafecito to something that actually happened 10 years ago. But it was so funny that 10 years later I had to bring it up. Maybe a lot of people out there know it, but I just thought it was fun. It would be fun to talk about because, so many times we talk about corporate entities and we shame on them and, all that. But every now and then they do things that are just hilarious. Or especially with social media, we say like, give that person a raise. So this was in 2015. So I'm saying this is old news, but I just discovered it this week and I thought it was worth sharing. So do you know in 2015, there was an Illinois couple that got married that his name was Joel Burger and her name was Ashley King. So it was the Burger King wedding.
I think I've heard of this.
And Burger King, when they made their wedding announcement, Burger King found out and sponsored their wedding.
Listen, bring it.
I thought that was awesome. The Burger King wedding. Joel Burger and Ashley King. The Burger King wedding.
I say kudos.
Isn't that awesome?
That is great. I do like when companies do fun things like that. It's again, like we say, a lot of times corporations, and sometimes they deserve it, but there are fun times,
it'd be great making in Miami if, I don't know, if it was like Jennifer Palacios and Juan Jugos.
From the Jugos dynasty?
Palacios Jugos dynasty. Oh, yeah, let me tell you something. A wedding sponsored by Palacio de Jugo will be tasty AF.
It would be even tastier. If Jacqueline Pine married Jeffrey Crest.
Pinecrest. Oh, yes. Well, there'll be some good desserts for sure.
Yes. Actually, in the one by my house, the food is really good too.
We could keep going with this.
We really could.
Which one else would be fun?
Who else? Now that we're actually thinking about it, now we're stuck.
It would be funny if like I don't know, a McDonald's and a Wendy's got together and
That would be. Oh, but who gets the children?
Wendy's.
Okay. Oh, because she's a woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're patriarchal.
When I think Wendy's, I think Dave Thomas. I don't even think of the girl.
No, I think of Dave Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, who's Wendy?
Well, his daughter, but
No, I know who she is. Or we could make it a little eclectic.
technically Wendy Thomas.
And try like, if you marry somebody Asian or Asian American, some Panda Express in there. Because we all need a little Panda Express in our lives.
I could totally go for some. I haven't had some in forever.
Panda Express.
Can't remember the last time I had some.
Yeah. So yeah, Burger King.
Well, Burger King wedding.
What's your favorite thing from Burger King?
Offhand, I'm just gonna go with the Hershey pie.
Okay, so that's one of my favorite things too, but that doesn't count.
I know, but the thing is that I'm more of a McDonald's guy, so don't roll your eyes at me. I'm a McDonald's guy.
Right, because you don't go to Burger King, right?
I don't.
You never go to Burger King.
I really don't. No, I really don't. I have a McDonald's on the corner of my house.
Original chicken sandwich with cheese and bacon. There we go.
Okay.
Cut diagonally in half.
Yeah, not as it's on the menu.
Cut diagonally in half. I don't think it's
no. I'm just saying because as we established, you like to order things. Dairy. You've heard of animal style. There's Darien style.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. No. And no, what's funny? Not too long ago, I ordered it cut in half and they gave it to me not diagonally. And when I got it, I was like, my fault for not saying it, but I'm like, it's not the same. It has to be cut diagonally.
Sandwiches taste different when they're diagonally cut.
But
they just do.
It's that corner
It's
when
science.
you eat that angle.
Yeah. Because you can just bite into it and then there's still a little bit around. It's just
It's something about the angle.
Yeah.
Yeah. The triangle.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure that was one of like Einstein's theories of something.
that's like, for example, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding about this. This is like super serious. We've talked about Subway here a long time. Many times, I mean. There's a lot of people online that say that Subway isn't as good as it used to be, which I don't think it is either. We know we're not getting the Subway sponsorship. And
That ship sailed.
we've talked about it several times here. I've been going to Subway religiously since I was like 11 years old. And I was that guy that was always looking at how they make the sandwich. And I think that the way they make the sandwich now is far inferior as what they used to make it in the 90s. Because in the 90s, when they used to get the bread, they used to open like a hole in the bread.
Yes.
They'll cut it around.
Carve out.
Right.
Yeah.
They will put the mayo, they'll put the condiments, the cheese, the ham. And now, first of all, they're cutting that bread in half. I'm like, no. It's just the way they put the sandwich together is different. And I told you the horror story one time that they were going to put the mustard and mayo on top of the vegetables.
Yeah, no.
I was like, wait, what? Like, who does that?
Again,
arrest this person.
No, we used to be a good proper country. No.
So yeah, Burger King wedding.
Okay. All right. Well, my last cafecito is actually going to be, it's going to be a kind of like a personal cafecito, actually for you and I.
Okay.
Most people are not going to care, but I don't care because it's our show. So as you all know, we have been doing, or if you don't know, we've been doing a residency at Bee Culture with Bing Bong Boyle.
Yes.
And one of the perks of it is that we get to share a kitchen. We get to use their kitchen. And as a result of that, we have met one of my new favorite people. Her name is Diana.
Yes. I love her. I love her so much.
We love her. She not only because she feeds us, and it is absolutely delicious everything she cooks, but she has so much positivity just radiating out of her. And without getting into too much detail, she's had her struggles in life that she's told us about, and yet despite that, she always walks into that kitchen
with a smile, laughing,
dancing.
Her energy is radiating and it's infectious.
It is absolutely infectious.
There's some times that I go there and I've had a day, and just being around her, and she's busy because it's not like she's just sitting there, cracking
being
jokes.
Happy, yeah.
She's busy, but just her energy is so on point. I'm really happy you gave it to her.
Yeah.
It's so on point that I actually look forward to it.
Yeah, 100%.
I look forward to it. And I look forward to the good
Yes. So
food
she is a trained chef, and there are times where, like, actually the other day she even told me, she's like, I brought some stuff to make you guys a dish. Like, she brought things from her own home. We love her, we adore her. She is just one of the nicest
She
people.
makes a peanut sauce that is like
scratch.
And she makes a curry that's like, well, she's part Indian, so
Yeah,
I mean,
so it's kind of part of the course. But yeah, so she probably will never hear this, but I don't.
we'll show
care.
it. We'll have her listen to it when we see her.
Definitely. I wanted to give her a last cafecito.
We love her. She's
absolutely
great.
Yes, Diana, we love you.
She's great. And I mean, I think our listeners don't know her, but I think what to take away from that is, again, sometimes you come across people, whether it's people in your family, friends, coworkers, just people you come across that have such good energy and such good vibes that they really affect you in a great way. The same way that there's people that are Debbie Downers, there's also these people that just radiate happiness and smiles and good vibes that you can't help but be in a good mood around them. Even if you're working, even if you're busy, like she's great. And she's made our experience there so much better.
Absolutely.
So much better. So much
Absolutely.
so good. She really is incredible. So
Yeah.
Well, that was episode 353, people. I hope you all go and get yourself a picture of a dolphin with a birthday hat. And while you're driving to Port St. Lucie, remember, Pero Primos, if any of you out there have una tía, un tío that works for the Florida Department of Transportation, tell them that these two guys, Junior Cultura, we would love to be the spokespeople for the plazas. Because I got to tell you, that will be up in my life achievements.
I don't think there's ever been a plaza ambassador.
Oh my God, a title. So when you meet people, they're like, what are you? I'm like, ambassador to the Florida Turnpike Plazas. What are you? Forget attorney. Why do you need a JD when you could be the ambassador to Florida
Service plazas.
Service Plazas? Is this even a competition?
I mean, whatever. No, you're a CEO. Who cares?
Yeah, but do they have your video running in Port St. Lucie?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No. Do you get to go and pick from the Earl of Sandwich and then not eat it because it's too late or too early? I don't think so.
Are people listening to your voice? Welcome to Fort Drum. When they walk in through the doors?
No, they're not.
But they are to us.
Yes. Or they soon will be.
No. And imagine if you are taking a road trip on the turnpike, listening to Pero Let Me Tell You, and then you get off at the Service Plaza, and there we are.
I mean, honestly, what's more Florida than that?
I mean, give me a palm tree and a coconut, and we're good to go.
We're good to go. Mojito. Yeah. Well, virgin mojito, but because you're driving.
Yeah. So anyway, we hope you listened, laughed, and learned. And as always, remember... Sometimes I'm even surprised with the nonsense we could pull out of our
Listen, they learned about the acronyms about rapid transit.
That was the learn.
That was the learn.
Yes. Bart up, Bart. Yeah. Elevated.
Yes.
So.
Even Junior's not buying that one.
What?
He's like, yeah, that's the learn part of this episode.
Listen, knowing about rapid transit is important. It's important to know about rapid transit.
I'm not saying it's not, but that's all we got for learn this episode. Yeah.
So we hope you listen, laughed, and learned. As always, remember to grab your pastelito, your croqueta, and your cafecito. And thank you for joining us, everybody. That was episode 353. We'll see you next week.
Yes.
Felicidades, papá. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Felicidades.
Happy birthday, Roberto.
Bye.